everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share an abbreviated version of a blog post that I recently wrote sharing 5 tips for creating a working wardrobe. Building a working wardrobe can seem like a really overwhelming task, but it is so important to have one. A working wardrobe is comprised of functional pieces, items that you love, clothes that you want to wear, and like the title says, they work. It works for you. So without further ado, let's just jump into these 5 tips. First off, give everything a home. Every article of clothing, every sock, every bra, every underwear, every tank top, every short, every jean, every sweater, every shoe, every hat, every scarf, every bathing suit, absolutely everything needs to have a home. When everything has a home, you know where to find it, and in turn, you know what you have. In addition to giving every article of clothing a home, make sure that you have empty spaces. Make sure you have some empty hangers, some empty drawer space, so that you can make room for new pieces to love. So making sure that everything has a home is definitely a must for me. Number 2, purge regularly. This is something I like to do at least twice a year, usually with the changing of the seasons, but sometimes mid-season as well. I will go through all of my clothes. I don't do it all in one day because it can be an overwhelming task, but I'll just take certain sections, whether I'm just going through my dresses or my tops, whatever it may be, and I will create keep, toss, and donate piles. So anything that is damaged, destroyed, has a stain on it, is an easy toss for me. I've come to the realization that I don't wear damaged clothes. You know, sometimes you have something that you really love and it might have a hole in it, it might have a scratch on it, it might have a pull in it, and you think you're gonna get it fixed. A lot of times I will repair damaged clothes if I can, but if they're not repairable, you need to get rid of them because you're not going to wear them. Similar to cleaning out my makeup drawer, when a product is expired, it's so much easier for me to toss it than when it's just not used. So if a clothing item is destroyed in any way, it's an easy toss for me. When it comes to donating, I really try to take inventory of what I'm wearing. I like to do this at the end of the season. If there were things I just didn't touch, I know that they can go because I didn't like them this season. What makes me think I'm gonna like them next season? Purging your closet is really a mindset shift, but you need to know yourself. You need to know your style and you need to know what you reach for. And if you have certain articles of clothing that get zero wear, they've gotta go. If they're in decent condition, bring them to Goodwill or sell them at a local consignment shop. I often do both. And then your keep pile is everything that remains. So these are the clothes that you are wearing all the time, the clothes that fit you, clothes that you love, the clothes that make you happy. This is what your working wardrobe will be comprised of. And the more that you do this regularly, the more your entire closet will be full of these clothes. The idea of having a closet filled with clothes you want to wear, nothing sounds better to me. That is always the goal. All right, tip number 3, challenge yourself. I have a series on my blog called What I Wore This Week, and it's a little series that I use to just hold myself accountable. Every morning when I'm getting dressed, I go through my closet and I put together an outfit that either I haven't worn before or choose something that hasn't been worn in a while. It's a great way for me to get older pieces into rotation, get more creative with my outfits, style new looks, and find new ways to wear old pieces. I've revived this series a few times since I started my blog over 10 years ago, and it continues to be a great challenge and a great resource for me. I'm on week 8 or 9 right now. Once I get dressed in the morning, I snap a quick selfie in the mirror, put them all on my blog, I link all of the clothes or similar items, and it's just a fun way for me to get more familiar with my closet. And honestly, it's really enjoyable. Recently, I put together some really cute outfits that I had never worn before with pieces that I had had for 3, 4, 5 years. So if you have a blog or an Instagram or a YouTube channel and want to challenge yourself, I encourage you to do a What I Wore This Week series by documenting your outfits. And if you don't have a platform that you want to share or you don't feel comfortable doing so, just snap a photo for yourself and keep them in a folder in your camera roll so you can just re-inspire yourself every week when you're trying to get dressed, and you can feel really good knowing that all of the clothes in your closet are getting worn. Number 4, be smart with storage. So we don't have a ton of closet space in our house. Right now, all of the clothes in my closet and my dresser are for the spring and summer months. So I usually switch over my closet in April or so, and then back to the fall and winter clothes in maybe like October. And I have one storage bin that I will use to swap out each season. So everything for the summer fits in there, everything for the winter fits in there, and that's it. I don't have any additional storage. I have no more boxes, no more bins, no more bags. I know exactly what I have. I usually don't need to access that bin in the off season, but on the off chance that I do, I know where it is, I know what's in it, and it helps keep my working wardrobe working. So the less storage, the better. Be really smart with what you store. All right, last but not least, this one is really important and can often be the most challenging for many people, and that is don't assign too much sentiment to your clothes. Of course, there are going to be articles of clothing in your closet, in your home that you just can never imagine parting with. Either they belong to someone someone who maybe is no longer with you. They hold a really special memory from a really important day. Whatever it may be, whatever the sentiment is, I understand, and I'm not telling you to get rid of those items, but there are likely other pieces that you're holding on because of the sentimental value that you really don't need to keep. One example that I always use is the dress that I wore on my first date with my husband. It was this cute little red sundress. I loved it so much. When I got it, it was just perfect. It was exactly what I wanted to wear to our dinner. We've been together 5 years now. We are married, and I have worn the dress a few times since. I actually wore it last year on our 1-year wedding anniversary, but since it really doesn't fit. After washing it so many times, I think it's shrunk a little bit. My body has changed quite a bit in those years, and it just doesn't wear like it used to. And as much as I love that dress and maybe would consider doing something else with it, it really doesn't belong in my closet anymore. The memory is not held in the dress. The memory is held in my heart and in my mind, and holding on to something that no longer fits me really isn't serving me in any way, shape, or form. So that dress is something that is definitely on the chopping block this year. So really take a moment to break down why you're holding on to some items, if you'll ever wear them again, and if they really mean as much to you as you think they do. So that is it. Those were just 5 of my tips for building a working wardrobe. If I can do it, you can definitely do it. And the thing about having a working wardrobe is you don't do it once and you're just done. You know, life changes, your style changes, your priorities change, your needs change. So you're going to constantly be assessing, reevaluating, cleaning, and changing up your closet. So if you get into these habits now, where everything has a home, you're purging regularly, you're challenging yourself to wear all of the clothes in your wardrobe, you're smart with your storage, and you're not holding on to things just because, you're gonna find yourself in a really great spot. Again, the goal is to build a wardrobe full of clothes that you want to wear. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And please, if you have any of your own tips for creating a working wardrobe that have worked for you, either recently or over the years, share them in the comments. I would love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.